The digital control grid. What if the most controversial prophecy in the Bible was not just about religion? What if it was also about economics? About technology? About identity? About who gets to participate in society, and who gets quietly locked out? For almost 2,000 years, people read Revelation 13 and wondered what it meant when it said that a mark would be required on the right hand or forehead. And, without it, no one could buy or sell. 4 generations. That sounded impossible. Too strange. Too symbolic. Too ancient. But now look around. Money is becoming digital. Identity is becoming biometric. Artificial intelligence is becoming the gatekeeper of truth. Cameras are everywhere. Apps are replacing documents. And the world is being told that, for safety, convenience, and efficiency, every person may soon need to prove who they are before they can access the digital world. So, let's ask the question most people are afraid to ask. Is this just innovation? Or are we watching the foundation of a control system being built in real time? And before someone says, "That sounds crazy," understand this. The question is not whether every new technology is evil. The question is what happens when all of these technologies are connected. Digital money. Digital ID. Biometrics. AI surveillance. Programmable payments. Social scoring. And centralized data systems. Alone, each one can be explained. Together, they become something very different. So today, we are not here for fear. We are here for clarity. We are not here to attack people. We are here to examine systems. Because sometimes the most dangerous thing in the world is not a villain. It is a machine that everyone helped build because it promised convenience. Before we go deeper, hit like if you believe people deserve to understand where technology and money are taking us. Subscribe if you want commentary that does not insult your intelligence. And comment below. Is this progress? Prophecy? Or control? Now let's get into it. The prophecy people mocked. For most of modern history, the idea that a person could be blocked from buying or selling sounded impossible. Money was physical. Identity was local. Commerce was decentralized. If one store rejected you, you could go to another. If one bank did not like you, cash still worked. If one government system failed, people still had ways to survive outside the system. But today, that reality is changing. We are moving into a world where almost every transaction leaves a trail. Your bank knows where you shop. Your phone knows where you go. Your apps know what you watch. Your search history knows what you fear. Your social media knows what makes you angry. Your biometric data can prove your body is yours. And artificial intelligence can connect all of it faster than any human ever could. The 3 pillars. The system being built can be understood through 3 pillars. First, programmable money. Second, digital identity. And third, surveillance and enforcement infrastructure. Programmable money means money that can carry rules. Rules about what it can buy. The danger is that money could stop being neutral. Because once money becomes programmable, whoever controls the programming can influence behavior without passing a law. They can just make your money stop working for it. Digital identity. In an AI world, identity becomes the new battlefield. As fake accounts and deepfakes flood the internet, people demand a way to prove what is real. The solution offered is digital ID. Biometric verification. The sales pitch sounds reasonable. Convenience. Security. Trust. But the uncomfortable truth is this. A password can be changed. A credit card can be replaced. But your biometrics are permanent. You cannot replace your eyes, change your fingerprints, or reset your face. Once required, it becomes the gate. And whoever controls the gate controls access. Now pause here, because this is the part people usually miss. They argue about one company, one law, one app, one coin, one camera. But the real issue is not one piece. The real issue is connection. Because when digital money connects to digital ID, and digital ID connects to biometric verification, and biometric verification connects to AI surveillance, then the system does not just know what was purchased. It knows who purchased it, where, when, under what status, or under what rule, and whether that person is still considered compliant. If that connection concerns you, comment the word access below. Because access is the real issue here. Not technology. Access. Who gets it? Who loses it? And who decides? The hardware layer. The third pillar is surveillance hardware. The physical layer. Cameras. Satellites. Cell towers. Smartphones. Data centers. All creating the nervous system of a new digital world. The question isn't if one use case is valid, but what happens when it's all fused into one system. A social control system needs identity, location, and behavior to monitor compliance. And it needs AI powerful enough to process everything in real time. The comfort trap. Most people won't be forced into the system. They'll be invited with rewards. Faster service, easier travel, convenience. That is how systems win. Not by arriving as chains, but as upgrades. People will say, I have nothing to hide. But privacy isn't about hiding crimes. It's about protecting human dignity from being constantly measured, scored, and judged. Crisis as the accelerator. Major systems usually do not arrive during calm times. They arrive during crisis. Economic crisis. Health crisis. War. Inflation. Supply chain breakdown. Cyber attacks. Energy shortages. Public panic. When people are afraid, they accept things they would reject under normal conditions. Emergency powers. Digital passes. Restricted movement. New financial controls. Mandatory verification. Temporary measures that somehow become permanent infrastructure. That is the pattern. Fear creates urgency. Urgency bypasses debate. Debate gets labeled dangerous. And then the system becomes normal. This is why people must pay attention before the crisis arrives. Because by the time everyone is scared, the debate is usually already over. Money, markets, and control. Now let's talk about money. The financial system is under pressure. Debt is rising. Governments need buyers for their debt. Currencies are being questioned. Inflation is changing how people view cash. And digital financial systems are being marketed as the next evolution. Stablecoins. CBDCs. Tokenized assets. Digital ledgers. Instant settlement. Programmable finance. The investment world sees opportunity. Governments see control. Banks see infrastructure. Tech companies see data. And ordinary people see convenience. But beneath all of it is a deeper question. Will money remain a tool owned by the people? Or will money become a permission system controlled by institutions? That is the real issue. Because if every asset becomes tokenized, every transaction becomes visible, and every wallet is tied to verified identity, then finance stops being just finance. It becomes governance. It becomes behavioral management. It becomes a system where access can be adjusted in real time. That should concern anyone who values freedom. Not because technology is automatically bad, but because power without limits always expands. The spiritual question. The deeper warning is about worship, submission, and control. Who owns your allegiance? Who defines truth? Who decides whether you can participate? Who has authority over your body, your money, and your identity? That is not just a religious question. That is a human question. The most dangerous system is not one that openly says, or bow down. It is one that says, just scan here. Just verify here. Just trust the system. Once money, identity, surveillance, and artificial intelligence merge, we are talking about the architecture of society. And if that architecture has no accountability, no limits, and no opt-out, it is still a cage. The system is being built. The question is whether people will notice before it becomes impossible to live outside of it. Comment below. Are we witnessing progress? Or the beginning of a digital control grid?